on, everybody? It is your boy Golinvolt, and I am back again with another Madden 19 video. Today we have yet another episode of the Team of the Week review with Team of the Week Week 3. We have some really good new items this week. I'm going to go over the new cards, let you guys know what I think, and of course, as always, let me know down below what you think of the new content. If you've been liking the promo reviews, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe to join the Volt Squad. We just hit 1.6 thousand subscribers, so thank you guys very much for that. And without further ado, let's get into Week 3 Team of the Week. So Team of the Week this week brought us two new heroes, one being Christian McCaffrey, running back for the Panthers, and two being Micah Hyde, the strong safety for the Bills. Both really good cards, both in their own unique way. I think they both have kind of specialized talents, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But before I show you the heroes, let's talk about the set pieces and what I think of those cards. So for our high elites this week, we have Goff, Wesley Woodyard, Hyde, and Xavier Howard. Coming in at low elites, Calvin Ridley, Eddie Jackson, Kerryon Johnson, Matt Milano, and finally the golds, we have Jakeem Grant, Dante Jackson, Corey Littleton, and Dallas Goedert. As most 85 quarterbacks, Jared Goff's stats are pretty decent. Obviously nothing super startable. I guess we can compare him to somebody like Drew Brees to show you guys. Obviously way more athletic, but none of his passing stats stack up. He actually has decent throw power at 88, especially if you throw on some chemistry, so definitely a startable budget player, but his accuracy and throw under pressure makes me kind of shy away from this card. So Jared Goff's decent, nobody I would have on my team though. Next we have Wesley Woodyard, middle linebacker, super slow. Unfortunately, his cards are always okay, they're nothing great. He's more of a pass rusher, I guess, than a coverage guy, but he is 81 speed and 86 excel, so I think his speed is comparable to somebody like base elite Anthony Barr, but Anthony Barr has 5 inches on him, so you can't really compare the two, I guess. His tackling's okay. He has 89 play rec, which is very good for an 85 overall, and 87 block shed, so this is definitely a guy you're going to want to blitz rather than user. Maybe he can get around the tackles and maybe be a, I don't know, middle linebacker 2 on your team. Again, okay, but nothing too fancy there. Coming up next, 84 Hyde is actually very similar to Wesley Woodyard in the idea that they're both decent cards and they're kind of okay at everything but not great at one thing. Hyde is a little bit slow at 86 speed, but he does have 82 trucking, which is actually decent for an 84. Maybe you can bring him in on the goal line or use him as an extra blocker. Usually I love my Browns cards, but this is not somebody I'm super excited for just because there's so many running backs in the game, so probably wouldn't recommend getting this guy. But if you're a Browns fan, you want to use him as chemistry, maybe even as a backup, go right ahead. I think that makes a lot of sense. Next we have Xavier Howard for the Dolphins. This card's actually interesting because it's a cornerback, which is super athletic. He has 89 speed and 89 excel. He's also 6'1", so on the athletic side of things, he's an absolute beast. But on the coverage side, as you can see, that's where he's lacking. He only has 77 zone, 80 man. Again, never would see the field for me just because his zone coverage is so slow. But it does give me a little bit of hope for the future because since he is so fast, has such great excel, good height, good jumping, if he gets a new card down the line, it's probably going to be very solid. So for right now, I'm going to pass on Xavier Howard, but definitely somebody to keep an eye on moving down the line Madden Ultimate Team. Now, I'm not going to talk about all the low elites and golds, but there are definitely some we're going to talk about, starting with Calvin Ridley, 81 overall wide receiver for the Falcons. Obviously had the crazy 3 touchdown performance, and what is so good about this card is obviously the 90 speed. See here I have Tyreek Hill powered up, so his speed is a 93, but 90 speed, especially for an 81, is one of the fastest cards in the game. You can get him super cheap on the auction house, and if you did the rookie premiere set last year in Madden 18, you get him totally for free. Maybe you can use him as a kick returner on special teams or sub him in at wide receiver, something like that if you're doing a Hail Mary. Similar to the Xavier Howard, his physical traits are super great. 6'1", 90 speed, but his catching traits just aren't there. So hope you can use him in the kick return game, maybe hit him in open field and he'll be able to burn somebody. And again, later down the line in Madden 19, I think his cards will be absolutely amazing. But for right now, I will take an 81 overall, 90 speed receiver for free. And finally, the last card I want to talk about before moving on to the heroes is this Jakeem Grant for the Miami Dolphins. Very similar to Tyreek Hill. He's a kick returner. He has 92 speed, 1 less speed than my 90 overall power up, chemmed out Tyreek Hill, and he's only a 78 gold. He's selling for like 4,000 coins on the auction house right now. He actually does do kick returns and punt returns for the Dolphins, so he has some of those extra traits you want, the spins, the jukes, the carries. Definitely would recommend getting this guy for your special teams. I'm going to, and I think you should too. Obviously, 92 speed is something we all want on our teams, even if it is in a 78 gold, guys. You do not need to pay attention to the overall in the top right corner. Just because it's a 78 overall does not mean he can't contribute to your team at all. 92 speed is good no matter what that overall is, so definitely check out Jakeem Grant for a budget team or maybe special team. finally, moving on to the offensive team of the week hero, Christian McCaffrey. Guy had an absolutely insane performance, almost 200 rushing yards, and he gets the ultimate team card to prove it. Guys, 90 speed is very, very good, especially for an elusive back like Christian McCaffrey. If you had maybe a Ricky Williams or somebody who basically only focuses on strength and trucking, I don't think the speed is as important because he's only going to be running up the middle. But Christian McCaffrey is going to be running outside the tackles, and he's also going to be catching the ball. Obviously, you can see 83 catching compared to Zeke's 67, and Zeke is a very good catching back. So that 83 catching is absolutely out of this world for Christian McCaffrey. Again, he has 90 speed, 91 excel, and 94 agility, which is awesome for this card. His trucking and break tackle are very, very low, but that is not Christian McCaffrey's game. You want to throw it to him, you want to get him in space because he's going to juke out defenders, make them miss, and go deep for that touchdown. His juke move is a 91, his spin move is a 92. This card is very comparable to Barry Sanders. Whatever one is cheaper, if you like quick receiving backs, definitely go with either Christian McCaffrey or Barry Sanders. Probably two of the best cards in the game if that's your offense. And finally, our last card is strong safety Micah Hyde. This guy always somehow gets a team of the week card every single year in Madden Ultimate Team, even if he doesn't have a crazy performance. I think somebody EH'd a Micah Hyde fan because he always gets a card like I said, but his stats are actually pretty decent considering there's not a lot of good strong safeties in the game. Definitely more of a cover zone coverage safety, not a big hitter as you can see, but he has 87 speed, which is okay, especially if you power him up. Obviously, Adrian Amos has 91. I still think Adrian's probably the best strong safety in the game, but 87 speed can do for a strong safety, especially if you're playing him in the box, maybe in the flats, stuff like that. 88 excel is okay. His 93 play rec is absolutely great, especially when you combine it with the great 89 man coverage, 92 zone coverage, obviously a big ball hawk, gonna get those interceptions, and he's able to get boosted all the way up to a 95 zone if you have lockdown chemistry. Obviously the 62 hit power is super low like I said, but just similar to the Christian McCaffrey, how he's not physical, neither is Micah Hyde. This guy is a zone coverage ball hawk. If you need somebody to get interceptions, Micah Hyde is the player for you. I would definitely recommend him, probably not over Adrian Amos, but if you're a Bills fan and you just want a ball hawk, Micah Hyde is a very good option for you. Well guys, that is gonna do it for the week 3 team of the week promo review. Guys, down in the comments, let me know what cards from this drop you are gonna get. Are you getting Christian McCaffrey, Micah Hyde, or maybe some of the budget players like Jakeem Grant? Guys, let me know. I'm super interested to see who you will be adding to your teams. As always, leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you're new to join the Volt Squad. I really appreciate all the love I've been getting on the videos. Like I said, it's absolutely appreciated. I love you guys so much. Until next time, guys, it's been Volt, and I'll catch you on the sticks. Later.
Make the ground shake.